Man, grocery theft is a difficult job. Stealing with the moral purity of just wanting to eat is way harder than robbing a gas station at gunpoint.
They should make money more bulky and inconvenient, like soup cans.
Whenever they figure out how to make food into pills, do you think armed theft is gonna go way down? Like, what if all you had to do was walk in a drugstore, steal 100 lunch tablets, and then bam, you eat for 3.5 months?
Paul, did Elvis just come up with our next campaign idea?
What? No. How would I build a game around it being safe to steal food tablets?
I don't know, it's really more about the setting, Paul. It's your job to think of the conflict.
Mason, knowing you guys, it would have nothing to do with the plot, and pretty soon you'd be joyriding a stolen monster truck into space so you can fight with the cyborg body of Gordon Ramsay.
Paul, are there monster trucks in the game that we're playing right now?
Also, is there a Gordon Ramsay?
No and no, but there are animal crackers, lemons, condoms, moonshine, and a bulky invention called the tuba snorkel. You guys have all of those things, and I believe you're about to reconvene at the apartment of Mason's cousin D. Did you have something you wanted to do before you got back?
Well, all I've got is 6 lemons, and Cousin D stole a box or two of hardtack, so I guess steal some lunch from a sandwich vendor?
Okay, how do you do that?
Ask for sandwiches and then leave without paying?
From like a sit-down restaurant?
Yes, the ultimate crime.
Alright, you guys dine and dash with whatever sandwiches you ordered. Cousin D looks kinda glum about it.
What's the matter, D? Is your sandwich not very good?
I don't know, cuz. I know we're gonna stow away on a ship, which is gonna make us criminals after all, but stealing sandwiches just feels evil.
Well, you didn't seem upset about the hardtack.
Nobody really wants hardtack, Cousin Mason, but a good sandwich brings a man so much joy. We should pay for sandwiches.
Look, don't worry about it, D. Most places set aside a little money for drop dishes and food that goes bad and has to be thrown out. It's not polite, but it's not the end of the world for the restaurant.
But what if everyone started stealing sandwiches, Mason? Society would come unraveled and pandemonium would reign supreme.
Oh, if everyone was stealing from this restaurant, the cops would start hiding in the bushes.
Oh, I guess that's true. Though it's no way to live all the same.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, don't tell the other guys that we got sandwiches without them, or they're gonna get jealous.
Meet up on the way to the house carrying a sandwich that I stole. Oh, hey guys.
Lowry! Where'd you get that sandwich?
I found it.
Well, did you find one for all of us?
Eat the sandwich really fast so Mason can't take it away.
Oh, that's just great, Lowry. Don't even savor it, just wolf it down.
But Mason, didn't we just...
Yeah, it's alright, D. You don't have to say anything. We'll just shame Lowry in silence.
That's really good. Oh wait, you wouldn't know.
Fine, whatever. Look, when we go in, don't anybody tell Elvis that we had sandwiches. Alright, go in.
Elvis, are you still sulking?
My heart is still broken, so yes.
Elvis, I see you're surrounded by tissues.
Did we need him for the boat ride?
Maybe. Actually, we would need toilet paper. Oh god, stowing away sounds hard. I only have 6 lemons.
We're never gonna succeed at anything. We don't even know how to poop right.
Elvis, don't say that. We all poop fine. And when life gives you lemons, you're supposed to make lemonade. I think that makes the lemons last longer. 6 lemons becomes like, 20 glasses of lemonade to live on.
Did you get any sugar? I don't think it's lemonade without sugar.
Don't ask dumb questions. Elvis, I'm gonna do something. It's gonna make you feel better, okay? Here it comes. I slap Elvis.
Ow!
What? Why are you crying? Don't you feel better?
Mason, you hit me!
It's called tough love. Do you not feel loved? Is this not your love language?
Whose love language is a slap in the face?
It's like when you come home and you ask Mom if there's dinner and she throws a bottle at you. That's how you know she heard you. Did you not have that with your family?
No, my parents never threw things at me.
Well, that explains why you're a messed up killer. You grew up in a messed up home.
I didn't realize my childhood was abnormal.
Yeah, abusive situations can be like that. Sometimes you don't even realize they're abusive. So, do you feel better now, or should I throw a bottle?
I don't really feel better. I think I mostly just feel confused.
You're probably just not used to receiving real affection. Here, I'll hit you again.
No. Wait. Okay. Maybe we could do hugs.
A hug? Who shows affection with the hug? That's weird.
Satan does, and he's naked while he does it. Satan's a pervert.
Okay, I know we're like turn-of-the-century guys with jobs that kill us by the age of 35, so let's do...
we gotta be... We want to do tough love if we're gonna do love.
Okay, a bear hug.
A bear hug?
Yeah, like a hug, but like a really tough hug. Like you're trying to kill me with the hug.
Okay. I guess that's kind of tough love. So do I...
I feel like I should get the hug first.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Did that work? I don't feel like that was violent enough. I feel weird.
Well, I'll do one for you. Okay, here, you ready?
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, so those are bear hugs. We can do those.
I don't know if that worked as well as hitting.
Yeah, it looked a little perverted to me, like the devil's embrace.
Yeah, I feel really funny. Like a barrier came down, and that is not safe.
Well, I feel a little better.
That's good, but I feel like this quit being about you as soon as it got weird.
Well, do you guys want to get lunch? I'm hungry.
No, we already had lunch. Nobody tell him what it was.
Man, you guys already had lunch without me?
You were here sulking, Elvis.
Fine. Give me one of those lemons. Does anyone have any sugar?
We have moonshine.
Fine, I'll take that.
So, not to dampen our weirdly charged mood, but I got in a fight with a guy, and he might not be okay.
Oh my god.
See, I knew this would happen. I knew it.
You don't understand. He tried to steal my hot dog stick.
The cops are gonna be looking for us.
Do you think they'd come to Cousin D's?
How would they know it's you? Why would they come to my place?
Dang it, Lowry, you're right. We need to escape today. We've got all we need. We've got animal crackers, a box of condoms, 6 lemons.
5 lemons, Mason.
5 lemons, moonshine, and a bunch of coconuts and pineapples. That's enough to get through, like, a long trip. Come on, guys, grab your stuff. We gotta go before the heat comes down.
Oh, it's better than all that. I've also got a hot dog stick, and a can of beans, a can opener, and maybe 1 or 2 other things that Paul listed.
A basket and some lipstick.
We're gonna be pretty.
Pretty good at stowing away. Paul, we head down to the docks.
You set off. The plan, as good as it's gonna be, is in motion. Before long, you're at your destination. Some ships are resting in the water, but others are moored in the air against tiered docking stations.
I bet that's real safe in a storm.
Eh.
Alright, guys, we don't want the cops to think we're the guys they're looking for, so try to act cool.
Hey, do you have the time? I'm gonna rob you.
Elvis! Gosh dang it. No!
But everyone avoids us that way.
Elvis, there is a time and a place to shout fire in a crowded theater.
Definitionally, that place would be a theater.
Yes.
And the time would be when the theater is very crowded.
And the dock is crowded, but I don't see a theater, so let's not go around making a scene, alright? Let's just, I don't know, peruse the boats. Can we try and do a flying one? Seaboat sounds boring.
Are these like wooden boats? Or like turn-of-the-century Titanic types of boats?
Yeah, there's some big ocean liners, like the Titanic.
I wonder what a flying Titanic runs into.
Wait, passenger ships?
Yeah, there's a couple on the docks.
Okay, because I was going to hide in a cargo ship, but hiding in a crowd of people that don't know each other sounds way easier.
So, D says, how does one go about boarding a passenger ship they have no ticket to?
Well, D, we could steal someone else's ticket.
I don't know how I feel about that. Seems wrong.
We could kill them and take the tickets.
We're headed in the wrong direction, gentlemen.
I guess we could just break their kneecaps and leave them for dead.
There has to be some way we can do this without making someone else's life worse or over.
Maybe we could hide in a cargo crate?
Won't they stack those up? We might wind up buried.
You know, D, you're poking a lot of holes, but I don't hear you making this plan any better.
How about we all dress up like sailors? There's gotta be 100 or more crew members, right? They won't notice us right away.
Alright, so we beat up 4 sailors and steal their clothes.
Or we could also break their kneecaps and leave them for dead.
Not to poke holes again.
D, you are making me regret taking you with us.
Alright, well, they gotta make the outfits somewhere. So let's go there and shoplift some of those outfits.
Elvis, we don't have any idea where they make the uniforms.
Well, hang on. I'll figure it out. Paul, go look for the biggest passenger ship. Walk up to one of the crew members working on it. Wow, that ship is huge. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, the Boudica. Big girl, her.
When's it leaving?
Should be late this afternoon.
I like your outfit. Are those off the rack or do you get them custom from a tailor?
Oh, these? Yeah, we get them from Frilly Francisco's. Off the rack, usually, then you hem them up yourself.
Okay, cool. Good luck with the boat. The big ones break your heart.
Ain't that the truth?
Bye. Okay, go back to the group. I found us a huge boat, and I know where they get their uniforms. This is spy stuff, guys. I could be a real spy.
Did you fill out the forms to send back to the Queen?
No.
Well, that's the difference, Elvis.
Well, then what I did was a lot cooler than spy stuff.
Well, anyway, let's get down to Frilly Francisco's before that boat takes off.
Alright, nobody asked where to find Frilly Francisco, so we'll say in between threatening to rob people, you occasionally ask where to find it, and eventually a tourist stops and mentions that they have seen that down the pier a ways. You walk through the door, the bell dings, and a man emerges from the back room.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. This is a really nice place you got. It could be a little bigger, but...
Oh yes, I agree. But the prices along the boardwalk are infernally high. Thank goodness for all the sailors in need of uniforms, which I assume you are.
Yes, we're going on a boat, and we need to report today.
Oh, that's not good, gentlemen. I hope I have your size. Now, I assume you have your company papers. They should have your order details.
Yeah, of course we do. Elvis has them.
No, I gave him to Lowry. No, you didn't. I distinctly remember that I did, Lowry. Do you remember when we were having coffee this morning? Yeah, you were complaining about your hemorrhoids and having to go to work today. Okay, you didn't have to bring my hemorrhoids into this. I didn't bring up your scrotal eczema. I told you about that in confidence, not during breakfast while everyone was eating. Well, how am I not supposed to think about that during breakfast anyway? It's haunting me.
Guys, are you trying to tell me that you forgot our paperwork? We have to be by the docks in an hour. We're gonna lose our jobs.
I swear, I gave the papers to Lowry before he started talking about his scrotum.
Oh, cuz, I think I saw those papers on the counter. I didn't realize that's what they were.
Why didn't you say anything, D? Lowry and Elvis, you guys cost everyone our jobs. We can't go without a uniform.
Gentlemen, I have an arrangement with most of the transportation companies. Maybe you can tell me who you work for and I can get you fitted.
Oh, could you? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, man, we've been just tight on rent and tensions are high.
I can tell. So who are you with? We'll get to work.
We're with the, you know the really big passenger liner?
Transpanlantic?
Yes, thank you. Transpanlantic.
Very well, gentlemen. This will take just a moment. The man, who is presumably Francisco, gets you fitted for outfits, then has you decked out in white sailing uniforms with markings on the shoulders that you don't recognize the significance of. Don't worry about the tab, gentlemen. I'll send the invoice along to Transpanlantic.
Thanks, Francisco. You really saved our butts here.
Happy to help.
All right, let's hurry back before the ship takes off. Do you think it's bad he didn't ask what rank we were? That's probably what the markings on our shoulders are for, right?
He probably set us up with low-ranking ones, and none of us argued, so he would have to have guessed right.
I guess that would mean he's correct. Or that we're ignorant due to inexperience, which implies that he's still correct.
Do you think I can pass off the tuba snorkel as my personal belongings?
What are we actually carrying the rest of our stuff in?
It's not much, so I assume that one of you has a rucksack or something.
There's probably a size limit to what they'll let you take on board.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Okay, Paul, just walk right on board that ship like we own the place.
Like through the passenger entrance?
Are there other entrances? How does the crew get aboard?
To be honest, I don't know how boats work, so we'll say there's some kind of crew ramp that lets you guys walk up. And because I'm not sure how this works, there's a guy there.
Like a ticket guy?
I guess like an anti-stowaway guy? Or just a guy that they pay to stand by the door? I don't know. There has to be a system. I don't know how boats work.
All right, well, does he let us walk on through?
No, he stops you and he points to the tuba snorkel and he's like, hey, what's that?
Oh, this? It's a skyhook.
He frowns. He says, it's a what?
Yeah, they told us to get a skyhook, so I went in town and I bought a skyhook.
Did someone tell you this is a skyhook?
Yeah, it was really expensive, too.
Look, man, I think you've been bamboozled. There's no such thing as a skyhook.
No, I mean, we were looking for the longest time, and that is what I was starting to think, but then we found a guy who was selling them.
No, see, it's a trick. They tell you to go get a skyhook, and then you mess around, and you show up late and get in trouble with your superior. Look, man, just toss that overboard and get to your post.
But it cost us a fortune, though. It was the only skyhook in town. I'm not gonna throw it overboard. Plus, the guy said it had a lot of features. Here, let me show you. Okay, so suppose you forgot your toothbrush.
All right. Look. It's to your detriment, and they're probably gonna make you keep it as like a punishment. Just get in there.
Does the guy have more stripes than me?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Will do, sir. Board the boat.
Well, you made it. You're successfully on the boat.
All right. None of us knows anything about boats. Not us or the GM. Where would a person hide on a boat?
Well, I think crew bunks are going to be really crowded and also assigned, so I don't know if you can just, hop in one of those.
Is there a cargo room where we could hide inside a box or something?
I mean, maybe? Yes?
All right, just start looking around for one of those. Try to make it look like we mean to be wherever we are.
You know, I think some passenger ships have entertainment halls or something. You stumble into one of those on the upper decks.
I don't know. That seems a little exposed.
Well, it's only used during certain events.
Wait, is there maybe like a piano with a long dust cover over it? Could we do a pillow fort and sleep under the piano?
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Stowaway sleepover party. We should get some stolen marshmallows. Let's look around the rest of the ship, try and find the kitchen.
Sure, having found what I assume is a valid place to hide on a boat that wouldn't get much scrutiny, you can go look for the kitchen.
Could we at least scout out the storage space? I mean, what is that like comparatively?
I want to say cramped. They probably pack as much into that space as they can, and there's probably a risk of things sliding around during transit.
And the piano doesn't slide around?
It's like a permanent fixture, so they nail it down.
You're just making this up as you go.
Well, do you have logic that would persuade me otherwise? Because, Cargo containers have to fall over from time to time. That's why they don't let people down there.
All right, fine. No, I don't have any better ideas. Piano slumber party it is.
Hooray! Are there marshmallows in the kitchen?
Yeah, why not?
Are there matches?
Are you gonna start a fire on the boat?
No, I'm just gonna cook the outside skin of the marshmallows. That's how I like them anyway.
Okay, yeah, there's a box of matches. The chef is probably gonna be mad you took them, but the crew has a lot of reasons to be mad at you guys.
Do you guys know any ghost stories?
I've seen so many dead bodies you wouldn't believe it.
Does anyone but Lowry know ghost stories?
I remember it was established that ghost stories are real. So yeah, one time my granduncle came back from the dead to complain that his kids didn't come to visit enough. It was awful.
That is a pretty scary story, Mason. I wish you'd waited for marshmallows and nighttime, but, you know.
Do you guys have anything else you wanted to do?
Nope.
I'm good.
Piano fort time!
Okay, you guys get situated under your piano, and I assume you sleep in shifts.
It's like we're playing D&D again, except instead of skeletons, we're on the lookout for authority figures.
They're equally dead inside, and they despise those of us who live.
Alright, tell your ghost story now, Mason.
My granduncle came back from the dead and he nagged us.
That is terrifying. How about you, D? You got one?
My granduncle came back from the dead and he nagged us.
It was scary enough to deserve that third telling. It is a pretty good story, that's pretty good. You guys want a marshmallow?
Nah, I'm good. Can I get a moonshine pina colada, Lowry?
Here you go.
Thanks. Oops, that's my phone ringing.
What, you've got other friends?
Yes, obviously.
Who?
My mom. Hang on, I gotta take this.